Okay, so I've had some questions about a recent video I made about my tree stand setup, and I showed my haul rope, or my bow rope that I use to pull my bow up in the tree stand with me, or muzzleloader, shotgun rifle, whatever. Um, yeah, what I've done is the style of cordage that I made here is called reverse wrap 2-ply cordage. And I just use Paracord. As you can see, it's kind of braided, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. This is 20 feet long. I have carabiners on each end that I have wrapped with hockey tape. So I've got just a length of orange paracord. I chose the orange so hopefully you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. The whole trick to this is you want to cut one length. Say for instance, this is 20 feet, so I cut a piece of paracord that was 40 feet long and essentially just doubled it over to make 20 feet. So if you want to make one that's 10 feet long, you want to cut a length of paracord that's 20 feet. And once you're done with this, you're going to get a 10-foot haul rope. Does that make sense? So whatever your desired length is, the piece of paracord you want to cut has to be double. No idea how long this is, I just cut a random piece. So basically you get both ends, put them together, and find the middle. That's the middle of this length of paracord. And what you want to do first is take it just like this, pinch it. Your right hand you want to twist away from you. Your bottom hand you want to twist toward you. And you're going to get a little loop like that. What you want to do is pinch that loop, and now you're ready to start. I'm right-handed, so I pinch the loop in my left hand. If you're left-handed, you might want to do everything I'm doing opposite. So you take your right hand, if you're right-handed, pinch the top piece of line. There's the top and a bottom piece. Pinch the top one, twist it away from you, and then with my middle finger, I raise up the bottom piece like this. Now you have another twist. Twist away from you, away. Each time you twist the top piece away from you, you want to tuck it underneath the bottom piece like this. Twist away, bring it back up. And when you do this, it's going to twist up on the ends, so you got to keep untwisting the ends. When you're doing a really long piece of cord like this, it can be tough to continuously untwist the ends. That's really what takes the longest. So you're going to start to get that right there. So once again, the top piece, twist away from you, bring it underneath the bottom piece, and now your bottom piece is your new top piece. If that makes sense. Twist and up. And you want to make sure you keep everything tight. Every time you twist away and bring that piece under, you want to make sure you keep it tight and always keep it pinched. And when you get good at this, you can really get some speed up. And now You see how that's all twisted up? Untwist it. And there you go. That's what I did for this entire 20-foot piece. Takes a little bit of time, but I think it's worth it. It looks cool. It's really strong. As you can see, this is very rigid. Makes a nice rigid cord. It also doesn't twist up as bad. Like if you were just to spool up a bunch of paracord in your hand and throw it in your pack, when you get ready to use it, when you try and take it out, it's all knotted up and twisted up. This doesn't really do that. It's pretty much tangle free. I mean, you get a little twist here and there and a couple loops you got to take out, but nothing like if you were just to use a single strand of paracord. Now once you've reached your desired length that you want, you can actually make a loop, a nice neat loop on the end of this. All you got to do is make sure you keep where you stopped twisting. You want to make sure you keep that pinched so it doesn't come unraveled. Come down about 1.5 to 2 inches. Loop it over. And take one of your twists that you made and open it up. It can be a little difficult if you twist it real tight like I just did. You want to open up a twist. There we go. Just like this. Okay. Lay where you stop twisting, just above that open twist. And you have the top piece and the bottom piece. The top piece goes through the top side of the twist, the open twist, just like this. And the bottom piece goes through the bottom of that open twist. So you're essentially bringing these out on opposite ends. Like I said, it could be a little tough to get through if you did a nice tight wrap, but that's really what you want. You want it nice and tight. Okay. So now you have this. You want to make sure you snug these down. Now what you want to do is close that twist back up. There. Now it's pinched. You've created a little X right here. And you're going to skip one twist on this line. So you're going to go down, here's one twist right here. You're going to go down and open up the one twist below that twist that you skipped. So you're going to open up that. And again, you have a top piece and a bottom piece. The top piece goes through the top of that open twist, like so. And the bottom piece goes up through the bottom of the open twist. Just like that. Close that twist back up that you opened, nice and tight. Pull these tag ends nice and snug. And you can see what we've got started here. We're essentially just splicing these tag ends back into the main line. And you want to do this really, you want to go down probably 3 or 4 inches, maybe 5, depending on how much load you're going to put on this. If you're just using this like I do, like a bow rope or a haul rope and you're in your tree stand, you don't need to go crazy with the splicing, because really you just don't want these tag ends to pull out through the splice. So you want to go down, I usually go down about, well, we'll say like 4 inches. And once again, top piece, bottom piece, there's one twist right here. You want to skip down and do the next twist down. Open that up. Just like that. Top piece goes through the top of the open twist. Pull it through. Bottom piece goes through the bottom of the open twist. Close up the twist that you opened. Tighten the 2 strands down, the 2 tag ends, nice and tight. Make sure everything is still lined up, looking nice and pretty. And you can see what we got. I'll continue doing this all the way down, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I've gone down about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches with my splicing. Making sure everything is nice and tight at the end. And all you're going to do is take a knife, go maybe, 1/4 of an inch, cut one tag end off. Same thing on the other side. Now you've got your 2 tag ends. This one actually could stand to be a little bit shorter. Okay. You're going to take a lighter. And melt this end down. And then tamp it down with the end of the lighter, that way you don't burn your finger. And that's essentially going to fuse that tag end right into the cordage. Same thing with the other side. Melt that down until it's almost touching the main line, and then tamp it down with the end of your lighter. There we go. Nice clean splice. That's essentially what you have. This is a very short version of this. Takes a little bit of time. This took me maybe 2.5, 3 hours of doing it. You don't have to do it all at once. You know, you can go take a break or whatever. Yeah, now you could, hook a carabiner right onto here. And this is very strong. It's not going anywhere. So that's it. Like I said, you can make lanyards. Really, you could do whatever you want with this. It makes a great bow rope. You can see it's nice and rigid. It stays put really well. You know, it's not real flimsy and floppy. It holds its shape pretty good. And this is actually exactly how you make a Flemish twist bowstring for like a recurve or a longbow. Same exact process. But alright guys, catch you on the next one.